It's the holiday season. Yes, today we are going to go through my shopping haul to prepare for Thanksgiving, and I'm going to be going through my groceries from TraderJoes, Costco, and Sprouts. Welcome, Wellness Warrior. I'm Jackie Almer. Grab my guide over at lowertoxiclife.com. All right, welcome back. So let's go through my shopping haul, starting with Sprouts, and then Trader Joe's, and then Costco. Now, I am putting my menu up here so that you can see what the menu is that I'm making for Thanksgiving. Pretty traditional. A couple of the things that are missing are cranberries and sweet potatoes. And so the biggest reason I don't usually make those is because, quite frankly, with my family and friends, they very seldom get eaten. In fact, one year I skipped the stuffing altogether and my family never said a word. My husband and my children, when they were younger children, didn't really eat stuffing. Today they do. So turkey, mashed potatoes and gravy, my wild rice stuffing with sausage, and all the rest of the stuff that you see here. And then, of course, as I've mentioned before, I do order from Butcher Box. So I have my antibiotic-free, uncured, no sugar added bacon that I will be using for my bacon wrap dates, which are on my appetizer menu, as well as I have a sweet Italian sausage that will be going in my dressing. Now, if I didn't have this, I would go ahead and make my own sausage with ground turkey or ground pork, and then you can put whatever seasonings you want into it. In fact, it's kind of funny. I picked up bulk fennel seed to make my own sausage with. So that's the Butcher Box. Now, if you recall from my basic Thanksgiving menu overview video, which I will link at the end here, I go through and show you a full month's prep, plan, and prepare for the holidays so that it's not such a mad rush the last few days before the holidays. And one of those includes 1 month before, 2 weeks before, 1 week before, and then each day leading up to the actual holiday. And in that, I have you make your initial grocery shopping list. And that's what this is. So my turkey is not here yet because it's not quite Thanksgiving, and I like to buy organic, pasture-raised, fresh turkey. So it'll be coming. And then I also talk about buying a turkey breast. When I went to actually go shopping, they were out of them, but typically I would buy a turkey breast ahead of time. I would make it, and I will still be doing that. It's just not in this video. And then I will get the drippings and all of that to make my gravy stock ahead of time. Starting over here with my Sprouts haul. So my Bob's Red Mill all-purpose baking flour. You can use this for just about anything, pastries. I actually do use tapioca flour, as I've mentioned in another video. Make sure you go to the Thanksgiving Holiday Series playlist, and I will link that in the comments below. But this is one that I picked up at Sprouts. I picked up a wild rice blend from Sprouts in the bulk section. I mentioned the fennel. I've got my garbanzo beans to make my hummus with. I like to buy bulk organic, so I have carrots for my appetizer tray. I do the organic celery, apple for my salad, my chopped salad, my red peppers, and then I also cut up cabbage to put in the salad to give it extra crunch. Again, I buy bulk, and then as you know, I move everything into glass jars. These are sliced almonds. I bought mascarpone cheese, which I'm going to try with my pumpkin cheesecake. I'm going to do a slightly different experiment this year, and I'll let you know how it goes. But I'm going to mix in some goat cheese and a little feta cheese, and I'm going to make this pumpkin cheesecake as an experiment with that. Organic cauliflower, again, for my appetizer tray. Broccoli heads, and then, as I've mentioned before, I bought my cilantro. I have other fresh herbs in my garden, but I like to store it in the refrigerator in water, filtered water. It keeps it fresher. It'll last, oh gosh, easily a month in the refrigerator when you unpack it like that and take it out of the plastic. So that's Sprouts. All right, moving on to Trader Joe's. I like to set out nuts. My crew love these blister pack, the blister peanuts. I'll be putting these in a glass jar. I have goat milk yogurt. I'll be using this for my mashed potatoes, I usually add a little tiny bit into the gravy too. I put this in my pumpkin soup, and I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I'll be using the goat yogurt for, but I've got that. My pasture-raised eggs, which I'll be using for baking and other things. Now, I also have the Trader Joe's cream cheese along with the mascarpone. I look at this. One thing I love, it has no added BST or any of the hormones. You have to check carefully. My potatoes, I love to buy the organic small potatoes. I will boil these and then I will smash them up. I keep them skin on because that's where all the best nutrients are, honestly. I keep them skin on. All right, then I always have plenty of full coconut cream, coconut milk, and then I use my coconut water that I've shown in other things. Organic pumpkin for my pumpkin soup, and then I have whole artichoke hearts. I will use these in two different ways. I will use these in an appetizer tray, and I will also potentially use these in my chopped salad. And then, of course, in the bottle, pure extra virgin olive oil. All right, and then I also did from Trader Joe's pick up an herb salad mix for my chopped salad. Typically, I buy this fresh. I will just buy the lettuce and chop it up. But because I'm an 80-20 girl and not a perfectionist, I also wanted to show some simpler tips for those of you who don't have the same amount of time to be in the kitchen slicing, dicing, and prepping. Although I'm going to tell you, this is a great thing to get your family involved in. Just let your kids know that you're going to take an hour on an evening or whatever, and you're going to work together to prepare for Thanksgiving. The more you can get them involved, off their social media and cell phones, away from the TV, and all the different things like that, you can begin to educate them and teach them about healthy eating principles while they have fun and they're a part of the whole plan. So there's a little hack. And then I actually bought the cultured salted butter that's made in Brittany, France. I've heard some great things about this as opposed to Kerrygold and some other brands of pasture-raised grass-fed butter. And so I really like this brand, and I thought I'll get it for the holidays and try it again. All right, that's the Trader Joe's haul. Now, moving over here to Costco, I always like to buy plenty of limes and lemons from Costco and any other fruit. This will be diced up and go inside my turkey. I have my these are Trader Joe's organic medjool dates that I'll be making my bacon wrapped dates with. Goat cheese. I use this to top my pumpkin curry soup. I also use this in muffins. I will use this in a little bit of gravy, my salad, and I'm going to be mixing this in with cream cheese, mascarpone cheese, and using this to make my pumpkin cheesecake. We're an experiment. Olives, I mentioned I always have olives out on my tray. My almond flour I get at Costco. My monk fruit I got there. And that's not always available. I just happen to find it. Organic feta cheese. I use a lot of sheep's. One thing I like about this particular brand is it is 100% organic sheep's milk cheese. So I use that one. Lots of mushrooms. I love mushrooms sauteed over everything. My avocados for my salad, as well as this is a great appetizer if you just want to do guacamole. And then I am making that avocado mousse that's on my recipe as well. Vidalia sweet onions, the Kirkland brand grass-fed pasture-raised butter, which is less expensive than the Kerrygold. Costco, as you probably know, is a relabeler of different products. So this could be Kerrygold. I'm not entirely sure. They don't announce who it is that they have private labeled for. And then, of course, my organic green beans that you get in the freezer section there. These are amazing. You can also find fresh green beans at Costco and other fresh organic products too. They have great resources for all of that. So that's just my shopping haul for now. As I mentioned, if you go back and you look at your own menu, if you look at my menu, you'll find that I got a whole lot of the ingredients out of the way. Now what I can do is slice and dice all those different things that I will be using. Some of it I'll be using now, but I went ahead and shopped for it. But I can prep a lot of the things that I'm going to be using, slice and dice, freeze vegetables that you're using. Onions, you can slice and dice ahead of time and freeze. Red peppers, carrots, celery, all of that stuff freezes beautifully. And then you are free to go about your month enjoying other things and not have that wild, crazy rush of different things right at the end. So hopefully this shopping haul was helpful, and please leave me any comments or questions below. If you have a recipe you want me to hack, send me an email with the recipe at jackie@lowertoxiclife.com. Make sure you grab my shopping guide, tips, recipes, and more at lowertoxiclife.com. And make sure you watch this video where I share my menu and all the prep work for a month out, all the way up through, so that you enjoy your Thanksgiving.